One star who never seemed to handle the New York atmosphere was Edberg. But in 1991, he overcame all obstacles and captured the championship. For him, it was adjustment that made the difference.
And last year, I went in with an open mind. I changed my habits of staying on Long Island for the first time. I've always been in Manhattan before, which I think is very, very hectic, tough place to be, and you feel sort of stress all the time when you walk on the streets. That could have helped a little bit, and I just put everything together.
Perhaps the best advice you can give is to expect the unexpected.
Can we stop dropping the glass out of the window, please?
For Boris Becker, the unexpected came knocking on day 5 when tournament officials scheduled his second round encounter with Robbie Weiss on court 16, located on the periphery of the complex. It marked the first time in 34 career matches at the Open that Becker was not on the stadium or grandstand court, and the event drew a standing room only crowd. Unfortunately for the struggling German, the unfamiliar surroundings did little for his tennis game. In set number 1, everything seemed to rile Becker. Even the undermanned lines crew that worked the outer courts.
We need 2 calls. We need 2 men here. I mean, it's not a junior tournament. We need a couple more lines people. He cannot see that ball from there.
Weiss won the first set, and Becker seemed on the verge of self-destruction. But as the match wore on, it was the American who was paying the biggest price. Under excruciating heat and humidity, Weiss wilted and Becker pounced. The German won sets 2 and 3, while Weiss struggled to survive. Finally, early in the 4th, Weiss's body relented. He could go no further.
Because of injury, Mr. Weiss is forced to rejoin. Game set and management.
As Becker left, he acknowledged the fans and waved goodbye, hopefully forever, to court 16. Becker was unscathed, but fellow countryman Michael Stich was not so fortunate in his second round endeavors against American Brad Gilbert. Together, the two combined to supply some of the tournament's most spirited play in a seesaw contest that lasted nearly a full day because of uncooperative weather. Things started well enough for the 11th-seeded German. This passing shot earned him the first set 7-5. But Gilbert refused to go away and at times even upstaged Stich, where the German makes his living, at the net. The match went to a 5th set. The much-maligned Gilbert, whose Grand Slam troubles are well documented, came through. He saved 2 match points and then in the deciding set tiebreak won all 7 points played and sent the 11th seed packing. Gilbert had supplied a major upset in week 1, but his joy was short-lived. He himself would be excused in round 4, rudely dismissed by Alexander Volkov. Michael Stich, meanwhile, was left to ponder what had gone wrong. The unexpected was not part of John McEnroe's game plan in a round 2 match with Diego Narciso. Although Mac did raise some eyebrows by paying an unannounced visit to some courtside box seats. Narciso managed a set, but Mac had few problems as he high-stepped his way to a 4-set victory. Each time Narciso came up with his best, McEnroe answered with something better. Though John McEnroe may be a long way from the brash youngster who dominated tennis with his unique brand of artistry, at 33 he still summons clear reminders of a past he now struggles to relive. By the time it was over, Narciso was left looking for a place to hide, while Mac and his fans looked towards a Labor Day showdown with Jim Courier.
4-6, 6-3, 6-love, 6-2.
This match would be a huge obstacle in McEnroe's final attempt to leave his indelible mark on the tournament that has always meant so much to him since his days as a youngster growing up in nearby Douglaston. There, McEnroe measured his world from the Douglaston Club to the then site of the U.S. Open, the beautiful West Side Tennis Club.
When I grew up, it was at Forest Hills. It's a beautiful club, and I ball boyed there for a couple of years. So to be someone from Queens, live 15 minutes, and be brought up 15 minutes from here, it was a dream come true to be able to play and win here.
Back in 1979, Mac began a run of 3 straight Open championships.
Anytime you win the first time, that's great because that was the first major title I'd ever won. But it was a bit of a downer because I played a good friend of mine, Vitas Karolaitis, in the final, and both of us were from Queens. So it was a very strange situation for us. But anytime you win the first one, that's really what starts everything off. But the following year, I was able to beat Lendl, Connors, and Boer consecutively. So that was probably, in a way, the most memorable because I beat 3 great players in real tough matches.